Hey, it is Michael. Welcome to the channel. And if you're trying to cut the cord, YouTube TV, Hulu Live, and Sling TV are pretty much the top three choices. But there's another service, a fourth service, that I don't talk about a whole lot, and that's going to change today. This service is called Philo, and as those other services have raised their prices, Philo's starting price has remained steady for quite a while at $20 a month. But Philo is not for everyone. In my opinion, it works primarily for two types of people. First, anyone who doesn't really care about cable sports or cable news and can find local channels, their ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC, using an antenna. And second, households who already have another primary live TV streaming service, but they aren't getting all of their must-have channels, and they're looking for an affordable way to do so. I've tested Philo a few times since it first launched in 2017, but just recently I had the opportunity to have a Zoom call with two really smart people who work at Philo, and I fired off all my questions about the service, including questions that I've received from people who watch my YouTube videos and read my articles on michaelsaves.com. I am about to swing my camera around and show you my TV screen, but before I do that, I want to lay out some of the key features of Philo. First, Philo has one plan. It is $20 a month as of December 2020. They used to have a $16 plan, but got rid of that in 2019. There are more than 60 channels available. I'll show you the live guide in just a moment, but no cable sports or major news networks, and no local broadcast networks. Philo comes with unlimited DVR. You can keep your saved shows for up to 30 days. All the major streaming media players are supported: Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Google Chromecast. And 3 streams at a time are allowed to watch either on your phone, computer, or stream to a TV. Now let me show you around Philo. We'll go over the navigation and I'll answer the number one question that I receive about the service. It has to do with the unlimited DVR and the ability to skip ads. We begin on the home screen, and I'm streaming Philo using a Google Chromecast, but the look and feel, it is similar with other types of devices. The home screen has a lot of the features that we've come to expect from streaming services: trending content right at the top of the screen. There is a keep watching section to quickly get back to shows and movies that you've already started watching. Saved is Philo's name for DVR, and I can't wait to show you more about that. Trending Live is next. And the list goes on. There are shows to watch from categories like reality, kids, true crime, food, nature and science, as well as home improvement. I'll scroll back to the top of the screen to the menu because next is the live guide. And the live guide is pretty interesting because remember that Philo doesn't have a lot of the live content that people like to watch. Things like sports and cable news, as well as local stations that also are heavy on local news. Now, I don't use the live guide all that much, but it is good for browsing as well as scheduling recordings. And here is the live guide. At the top you see I have several channels favorited. They stick out because you can see the hearts. To favorite a channel, just click and hold the logo, and the next time you open the guide, you're going to see it right at the top. Below your favorites, you will see all channels, and those are in alphabetical order. Now, there are 60 plus channels here, so this can take a long time to scroll through. That is why I recommend that you favorite your must-have channels. Philo's lineup is made up primarily of entertainment and lifestyle networks from programming groups like A&E, AMC, Discovery, and Viacom. Specifically, popular networks include A&E, AMC, Comedy Central, Discovery, Food Network, Hallmark Channel, HGTV, Lifetime, MTV OWN, TLC. I'm out of breath, the list goes on. Now, this live guide shows you what is on now and up to 2 weeks in advance. When you select a title from the live guide, you are taken directly to the content if it's airing right now. But here's something interesting. This show is already in progress, but it's playing from the beginning, not live. That is by design. You can adjust this from your settings if you want to. The default is to start channel playback from the beginning, but you can always switch it to live. Now, if you click on something that is airing later, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Click Save and add it to your DVR, or scroll to all showings to see when it is airing. And if there's a play button, you can watch it right away on demand. And by the way, Philo streams video in HD resolution, live TV in 720p, and on demand in 1080p. I never had any issues with buffering or playback errors with Philo, and I've tested this service a few times. That is all for the live guide, and the next section is called Top or Top Playable. And this section is perfect if all your friends and family are talking about a show that they watched the night before, you missed it, well, this is where you're going to want to go to catch up. Here is the Top Playable section. Again, you can see the favorited channels at the top, followed by all channels in alphabetical order. Philo has a feature called 72-Hour Rewind, and it lets you replay content that is aired in the last 72 hours. This section includes mostly VOD, video on demand, content, but things saved to DVR can show up here too. What everything in the Top Playable section has in common is that you can watch it right now. So think of the live guide as what is coming up, and Top Playable, for the most part, is the best of what has already aired. We are moving now to the Saved section, and that is Philo's name for DVR, and I'm hoping now that I can clear up some confusion about the DVR compared to VOD. The Saved section displays the shows and movies that you have added to your DVR. You can see recent recordings first, but you can also switch the view to alphabetical. Let me click on The Office as an example. It takes me to the show page, and if I scroll to the right, I'll see what is on now or upcoming. If you add a show to your DVR before it airs, you'll have the ability to fast forward through the ads. This is important. I saved The Office to my DVR a few weeks ago, so if I scroll to the left, I'll see lots of episodes. But if I hadn't saved this show to DVR, there wouldn't be nearly as many recordings, and it would also say VOD for video on demand. And in that case, there are usually ads and you can't skip them. And if you're trying to watch a show in order, season 1, season 2, season 3, you can try to do that from the show page, click on seasons, and then you'll be able to narrow down the list of available episodes in your DVR by season. The bottom line is this: if you want to be able to skip the ads, just remember to save the show or movie to your DVR before it airs. I showed you how to do that from the live guide just a moment ago, but here's how to do it from the search function. I'll type in 48 for 48 hours, the show page displays, then I can just click on save and add it to my DVR. And remember, you can save as many shows as you want, but you only have 30 days to watch. There's just one more section, and if you have more than one person in your household, you're going to want to see this. The last section is the settings, and that is where you can go to create profiles for everyone in the house, up to 10 of them. And as I mentioned, you can change the channel playback setting from beginning to live or live to beginning. If you want to take care of any billing matters, you can't do that from your TV. Log in from your computer though to cancel your free trial or paid subscription quickly. The navigation for Philo is similar whether you are streaming on your phone, computer, or to a TV set. Personally, I like to watch Philo on a TV or using my phone, but there is a purpose for the computer, and that is where I go to manage my DVR. For whatever reason, I find it faster to add or remove things from the DVR with the click of a mouse, compared to using my streaming media player. That is just a little bonus tip, hopefully it can save you a bit of time. I think Philo is one of the few remaining values in live TV streaming. If you watch mostly reality shows and documentaries, Philo could be your primary live TV streaming service. Just pair it with an antenna and pick up your local stations too. And for others, Philo will have enough of the missing channels from their primary live TV streaming service to justify the added subscription cost for at least part of the year. So let me know what you think about Philo in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like it, consider subscribing to my channel. I thank you for watching this time, and I hope to see you back here soon. Take care.